The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I'm on my way to go get something. I'm on my way to get something to eat. Right now, you know, it's been a long day running errands. Haven't really had time to eat, but gotta go ahead and do that now. And while I'm doing that, we'll knock a video out. Why not? Be productive. You know, do more. A wise man once told me, "Do more, BT. Do more." You know, get with the program. But I wanted to talk about the heavyweight division. You know, I wanted to talk about one of the hottest prospects in the heavyweight division, contenders in the heavyweight division, a friend of the channel, you know, one of Mundo Boxing Gym's very own, Filip Hrgovic, El Animo. He's coming off of a really good performance against Rydell Booker, in which he made a statement. He became the first guy to stop Rydell Booker. And that's a good feather in his cap because there's been some other names that have fought Rydell Booker in the heavyweight division that were not able to stop him. People might point to his condition and say he's fat, but, you know, he was fat against Pulev, and Pulev didn't get him out of there. You see what I'm saying? So it is a good win for Hrgovic, and he's looking towards bigger and better things. Now, when we talk about Hrgovic and what some potential fights could be for him, I think on True School Sports and in the boxing world in general, we have found a viable option. Yes, we have found a viable option because the bounty hunter, Michael Hunter, he has been calling out everybody and their mama, and he called out Filip Hrgovic. He said, "Send me the location." He said he wants to smoke, you know. And, you know, look, Michael Hunter's a guy that I criticized recently. I was saying, like, you know, because he did an interview on, I think it was Boxing Social, and he just sounded like he was whining during the pandemic about, you know, not getting certain things happening in his career. And I didn't like how he said that DAZN and Matchroom weren't giving him certain opportunities to progress his career when he fought as the co-main event on an Anthony Joshua undercard, you know, for the Andy Ruiz rematch. So I didn't understand that angle of where he was coming from, but, you know, aside from that, I've seen his energy be pretty consistent recently. He's called out. He offered to step in for Povetkin when that fight fell through. He was willing to fight Dillian Whyte. Nothing from Eddie Hearn. Now he's calling out Filip Hrgovic, which I think would be a hell of a fight. And I don't think Eddie Hearn will answer that call. And but hypothetically, right? Let's look at Michael Hunter as an opponent for Hrgovic. I think it would be a great opponent for Hrgovic for a couple of reasons. Number one, Hrgovic is a credible heavyweight. He's a credible heavyweight. And I think Hunter, should Hrgovic fight him next or in the next two fights, he'd probably be the most credible heavyweight Hrgovic has fought to date in his career because of the fact that when we talk about Michael Hunter, he's been in there with some top names in the heavyweight division or names that boxing fans or people that are really up on their boxing are familiar with. You know, he's been in there with Martin Bakole, and he got a win against Bakole, and Bakole's a good fighter. You know, strong fighter, durable fighter, game fighter, formidable fighter, you know, beat him. Michael Hunter also fought Povetkin, one of the most dangerous heavyweights out there who doesn't have a belt. So he's tried it, he's tested, and he's true to who he is in that ring. You know, he also fought Usyk when he was at cruiserweight. So he's been in there with some names. He's tested. You know, Michael Hunter isn't no slouch. He's no bum. He's none of that stuff. He's a good fighter, and he wants to find out how good he is. He's willing to find out if he wants to fight Hrgovic because clearly he sees something that he believes he could exploit and capitalize on. And I think it'd be a good fight. Hrgovic's a fighter to me, and I've said it many times. He reminds me of a bit of Vitaly Klitschko. You know, he has that style. You know, he's to where he's deceptively athletic. He goes into that ring. He can fight very loose. Like you watch a lot of boxers, right? You watch a lot of boxers and a lot of heavyweights, and it takes them a round or two or three or four to not be loose. You know, to not be loose and loosen up those shoulders and for the punches to start coming out fluidly. You know. And Hrgovic doesn't have that problem. He's relaxed from round 1 to round 12, and he showed it again in the Booker fight. And he kind of has a lot of Vitaly Klitschko-esque things to him. But how would a Hunter fight be for him? I think it'd be great. You know, when we talk about Hunter, he's a smaller heavyweight. You know, I wouldn't say he's like the fastest heavyweight in the world because he's not. But he's a savvy heavyweight. He knows what he's doing. He's obviously got some big time intelligence because he was one of the best amateurs this country's produced in the last 10 to 15 years. You know, he's got some pedigree to him, Michael Hunter. And if it's not Hrgovic, then I would like it to be Dillian Whyte because honestly, that's the kind of fights I think Dillian Whyte needs to be taking is with a guy like Hunter. Not Povetkin. Povetkin already knocked his ass into Sunday and Tuesday, you know? He don't even deserve a rematch with Povetkin. After everything, after all the shit he was talking and everything, he needs to build his way back up. And I think Michael Hunter should get the opportunity to fight Dillian Whyte. And Dillian Whyte should be put in a position where he's got to prove himself in the heavyweight division. How good is he really? Because you couldn't be Povetkin, and only the elites, only the creme de la creme and the elite of the elites beat Povetkin. So he couldn't beat him. Got starched by him. Could he beat a Michael Hunter? I don't know. I think it'd be a good crossroads fight for Dillian Whyte and Hunter, because Hunter needs a big name on his resume. Whyte needs to prove that he's still somewhere close to that elite level, because a lot of people didn't even think he was on it to begin with in the first place. So you got Hrgovic, you got Whyte. If they could ever get their shit together with him, Trevor Bryan, I think would be an ideal fight, because you know, he can't seem to get a fight with anybody. You know, I don't know what's going on with him and Don King, but every time you hear about a fight, whether it's Manuel Char or Christopher Lovejoy, it falls out. So there's definitely options for Michael Hunter in the heavyweight division. But he wants to fight somebody. And you know what? Another fight that I think would be ideal for him, and I think I would give him a good chance to win this fight too, is the Joseph Parker fight. Joseph Parker's fighting Junior Fa on December the 12th. But I think for Hunter, he should get the winner of that fight. He should get the winner of Joseph Parker versus Junior Fa. That'd be perfect, because Parker's a DAZN fighter. The fight's, you know, on DAZN. It'd be an easy fight to make. He's got a working relationship with DAZN, even though he's not with them no more. Parker's a former world champion. So there's definitely fights out there for Hunter. And I think that one of these, somebody, whether it's Eddie Hearn or Frank Warren or whoever in boxing, just give this guy a chance to prove himself again, because he's willing to fight the best, and he's willing to fight the names out there. And his resume, with not a huge sample size of his career, his resume indicates that he fought Usyk when it wasn't the most advantageous for him. You know, at cruiserweight, he came up short. He fought Bacoli at a time where it really wasn't the most advantageous for him. He got a W, and then he got his opportunity against Povetkin to really stick his flag in the ground in the heavyweight division. I thought he won that fight, but there was a lot of room for interpretation, and he got a draw out of it. So make of that what you will. That's my video, Michael Hunter. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you want to see Michael Hunter fight next? Who do you think has the best chance to beat? Who do you think Michael Hunter has the best chance of beating in the heavyweight division that has a name? That's what I want to know. Give me a take on Hrgovic versus Hunter, Whyte versus Hunter, and Parker versus Hunter. These are all good matchups, realistic fights to make in the heavyweight division, and it's time to start making them. You know, we don't want to see no fighters ducking no smoke. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.